Hey everybody, it's Topwater Johnny, and in this video, I'll be doing a review of the ADUSTA Zacrawl-Yajirobee. Check it out. This is a crawler unlike any other. Let's see what it does. Whoa, there we go. Yeah! Woo, holy cow, folks. Topwater Johnny here, man. This is what we came here for. Look at that. Get back here. Look at that right there. That's the kind of beast that we came here for. Hey everybody, it's Topwater Johnny. Look at that beast right there, baby. I think I won the tournament with that one right there. I am the one with this one. Hey everybody, it's Topwater Johnny here. I want to welcome you to this lure review. And in this lure review here, we're going to be reviewing, and I want to make sure I say it right, the ADUSTA Zacrawl-Yajirobee. And this is the lure that we're going to actually doing a review of. And I am so excited to do a review on this one. In my videos before, I talked about reviewing big topwater crawlers, and I'm going to start rolling those out in the videos that I do when I do my reviews. So I'm going to start weaving these in because I've definitely got quite a few of them, and I definitely want to showcase them. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to do a close-up look at this lure, then come back and give you my final thoughts. Okay. All right, here's our closer look at the ADUSTA Zacrawl-Yajirobee. This is a Japanese lure, and one of the things about it, of course, is it's got those wings here. The wings, of course, as you can see, are also bent on the end, which gives it a lot more action on its crawl. It's a slow crawl. So because it's a slow crawl, you don't really work this one really hard, as you can see here. It's about 3.5 inches long. Its weight is 1.5 ounces. It's in what they call the noisy winged lure topwater category. But you crawl this one pretty slow. What I did was, as you can see there, I added a wing, actually a feather tail to the back of it to give it a little bit more action. It's got on the bottom here, actually a more of a flat bottom on the bottom of it here, which allows for it to get some really notice from below. And as you can see, it has the fish silhouette from the bottom of it right here as well. The front here, it's got a big open mouth here, so this definitely moves a lot of water. The design, if you're wondering, I decided to go with Murray cod because it just looked really cool here. And this lure is, as I said before, a topwater lure. And it's a Japanese lure, and it's something that I definitely am excited to be throwing and testing. And I know for sure as the season progresses, something like this will definitely get bit by bass, but also a number of other types of fish as well. So what I wanted to do here was give you a real close up look, really just a close look at this lure and what it's about, what it represents. And what we're going to do now is just kind of switch back and I'll give you my final thoughts on it, and we'll take it out and we'll do some testing. Okay, well, there you go. You had a close-up look at this one. And what we're going to do now is I'm going to take it out to the lake and do a review of it and fish with it so that you can see it in action. But I just want to show it to you one more time again here so that you can see it. It's a crawler. As I said before, it's kind of got a little bit of light that's in there. It is a crawler. It's a unique crawler. Like I said before, it's got that Murray cod pattern here. Got the big eyes right above. This right here pushes a lot of water. This right here is a slow crawler, just like I mentioned before. And what I did, because it didn't come with it, it came with big treble hooks, but I added this big one right here, this actual feather hook to the back, because this is a slow crawler. And so it crawls like this and this. As you can hear, it's noisy, so it makes a lot of noise when it's crawling across the water. And what I like about it is that during the evening time, when things get a little bit more calmer, and in the evening when it's a little bit darker, this right here can be going across the top, and that will call those fish up. That'll call those bass up, and they'll notice this right here. And like I said before, it's got a very good fish silhouette in the bottom. So as they come up, they'll be able to actually, it'll look just like a fish to them when they're coming up to make a hit on it. So I'm like really excited about this. I'm actually throwing this on my Corrado 200. So it's a big reel that's able to handle a big lure. Because as I said before, this is 3.5 in length and it's 1.5 ounces. So it's a pretty good size lure, pretty good size piece of lure here that I am throwing. Also, just so that you know, after the review, I tend to want to make sure that you just don't leave with a review. So I have clips of me fishing different times and different times of the year. And I like to always throw in an additional clip that allows you to just see me catching fish on a topwater lure. It won't be on this one, but it will be on some form of topwater lure that I was fishing at the time. And I like to always add that little clip in just so that you leave with me fishing as well. So once again, please like, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification so that you're notified. But also please hit the subscribe button as well and just enjoy the rest of the video. All right. Hey everybody, it's Topwater Johnny here, and we're out at the lake here. We're gonna do some tests on the lure. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started casting out the lure and get that out in the water so that you can see it in action. All right. All right, we're out here. We're gonna go ahead and get started with this one. Throw it out there, get it out here. This water's pretty clear, so we'll be able to see it in action here. Like I told you before, it's more of a slow roll type of lure. So this is top water, but it's gonna go out there and it probably will not come in real fast, but really slow. So and like I said before, it's a top water, so, and it's a crawler. So we just kind of bring it in nice and slow and easy. And you can probably see it coming in now. So it's kind of got a slow roll even against the current, when there's a current going against it. And it's a little bit heavier lure, just so you can see, but it's got that back and forth, side to side motion right there. And it's got, as you can hear, it's got a lot of metal in there, so it's got, it makes a lot of noise out there. So it's a noisy topwater lure. And as I said before, lots of noise in there. So if there are fish, bass around, it's definitely gonna draw something up. So I'll get it out there, let it sit. I tend to like to keep the reel up high and then reel in like that. And you might say to yourself, well, what is this supposed to be mimicking? It could be a fish on top flailing. It could be a bird. It could be a small animal. It could be a host of things that it's mimicking as it's coming in. But it has that, definitely even has a little plopper noise as it comes in. And because it's a heavy lure, it will definitely cast a, as they say, a country mile. Throw it back out there again. And I generally, with these kind of walking lures, you kind of you want them to sit for a moment. And then once they sit, wow, this bird is just screaming. Okay. And you start to bring it in. Gradually bringing it in. And just gradually. And then you gradually bring it in as it's crawling. And that's making a lot of noise out there. So if there's something below, you're definitely going to hear it. And it's going to definitely want to come up and see what that noise is. So just wanted to show everybody as it comes in here. As you can see, there's that crawling motion right there. Take it up here. And then, as you can see, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It has that crawling motion. So what I wanted to do here was just kind of bring it out, demo it for you. I'm gonna definitely be fishing with this throughout the season, but I wanted you to see it in action, see what it does. With that feather tail there for sure, it's gonna make some stuff happen there. So I'm pretty excited about this particular topwater lure, and it's a crawler. So once again, just wanted to share this one with everybody. Get your thoughts, get your ideas about it. Let me know what you think about it as we go forward here. But there you go. Well, there you go, everybody. There you had it. The ADUSTA Zacrawl-Yajirobee. Now, I might not be saying that name correctly here, but what I can say is that lure has a lot of action to it, a lot of movement to it. It's a good lure, and I'm looking forward to throwing that one this particular year. In the review section, I may have talked about it before, but I got it on eBay, and there are definitely other places that you can get them online as well, but that's where I got mine at. And they do run a little bit on the higher end. They're about $39.99 that I paid for. Now, you might be able to get a better deal somewhere else, but that's what I paid for mine. So I just want to tell everybody that it's a fun lure to throw. I enjoy throwing the lure, and I would definitely recommend it. If you want to get into the crawler game, this is definitely one to get in the game with. There's the I-Wing by Megabass, but that one's a little bit more expensive. So if you're trying to enter this game here and check them out, this might be one you want to take a look at. So I would love to get your thoughts, your comments on this video and the lure and what you thought about the lure. So once again, just leave your like, give a comment, subscribe down below and the bell notification. And I just want you to always remember that phrase when it comes to topwater. Keep your line tight, because when they hit that topwater lure, it's going to be a big bite. All right. There we go. There we go. Got that one, folks. Got that one. Got that one on the devil spawn. On the devil. Got that one, folks. On the devil horse. Old fashioned got it. But that's okay. That's okay. That's okay, everybody. We got one here. So that is okay. Right there. Got it right there, everybody. Got a nice one right there on that devil horse. So we're still working it.